Hey guys, I just realized I forgot to record earlier what we were working on. There were quite a few distractions from our friends, so I want to make sure that you guys really understand what we're working on. Again, we are friends who are doing distance learning using technology. Please make sure you understand how to do things because there is an option to be able to do it in person, and it does make it a little easier. So you always want to try your best and show us what you can do, and anything else we're happy to help you with. But first, you got to try your best. So if you guys look at your Teams on Microsoft Teams, the app, on the left-hand side, there should be the Teams icon. You guys know this pretty well by now. You should, if you are distance learning, you are in my block 2. If you click on assignments, the most recent one is Petrified Forest video and questions. Just to reiterate, in my last block I was talking about fossil videos and response, the paleontologist reading and questions. I realized that a lot of friends have finished this, but they didn't transfer well when we sorted students into new blocks. So I just wanted to remind you, if you did it, you're getting bonus points. I'm going to make sure to record that, and then I will delete those assignments. So please don't do them twice. I want to give you the extra credit, and then they're going to go bye-bye. And so this is our first official assignment in our new hybrid blocks. Petrified Forest video and questions. So it's going to look like this. No, it's not. It's going to look like this. I'm going to double check on my other screen that you guys are going to see what I'm seeing. So when you get into the assignment, it should look something like this. I will have you guys watch the video on your own time, just because it is 4 minutes, and sometimes it's just glitchy for whatever reason, and it didn't let me share it very well online today, so that's where we kind of had some troubles. So you'll watch the video on your own. Okay, good. Checking the volume was off. You'll watch the video on your own. It's 4 minutes long, and there's all the answers for the questions in here are in the video. So what you do is click the actual student work part, questions, Petrified Forest. Click on that, and it will look like this document. I'm going to make it larger here in a minute, but at the top there's immersive readers. So if you're having trouble reading it, click that and it'll read it to you. There's the edit document portion, and you're going to click on that, and the drop down menu says edit or open in desktop app. It always usually works best for me in just edit. That's the one that's edit in browser. I realized they stopped calling it edit in browser. I think that's an update, so don't worry about it. And as you can see, I'm using a large screen, so I'm going to have to view. I'm going to zoom mine in. I've clicked on view, zoom, and I'm just going to have it fit to the screen. So after watching the video, all I want you guys to do is fill in the blanks with what you learned from the video. All these questions are in the video. I know the guy speaks a little quickly and he uses a little bit of slang, but it's all there. So it says, for number 1, petrified wood is a fossil of a tree that lived how many years ago? So if I want to edit that, I'm going to click on the line, and where I see my cursor blinking right now, I can just type the number that I think it is. I know K is not a number, but it's very, very long ago. You type there, and then once you like your answer, you can move on to the next one. Petrified trees still look like living trees. Many have blank and blank still visible. So think about trees, think about the outside protection layer, and then think about when you cut open a tree, like if you cut it down, you can see certain things. Those are the 2 things that should be here. They're still visible. So if you click here, type, click here, type, and then move on to number 3. There are so many tree fossils in the Arizona desert because it used to be closer to the what? Think about Earth, the center of it, what divides the northern and southern hemisphere. It was a blank forest, so think of a warm forest with streams, rivers, animals, and trees that were this many feet tall. So remember, clicking until you see where your cursor's at. I'm going to scroll down a little. The trees became petrified when they fell into what and became log jams. So it mentions they fall into something what, I want to be specific here, and they become log jams. The rivers, ooh, there's a hint for the last one. The rivers contained what from volcanic ash? A hint for that one is when we were talking about fossils, it was the thing that fills in between the bones. So these things, the rivers contained these things, starts with an M, from volcanic ash. Silica filled the open areas in the logs until they became what? So you have this woody piece of tree, basically, and over time, things are coming in, silica, and it's replacing parts of it until eventually it becomes that hard thing. What? What are at least 3 colors that petrified wood becomes? So think it's pretty easy peasy. There are, I think, 6 different ones, but you just need to come up with 3 different ones and put them there. The trees found in Arizona that are now petrified wood are, and so normally this says circle the correct one. I just put keep the correct one. So are they still living or extinct? So the trees found in Arizona that are now petrified wood are still living or extinct. So whichever one I thought it was, I'm going to delete the incorrect answer. So same thing with number 7. It, keep the correct one, is or is not a good idea to take home petrified wood when you find it. So if I thought it was, then I would delete is not, or if I think it's not, I delete is. Leave the answer that you want to stay there. This is because parks are losing what very quickly. All these answers and more are in the video. So once I've completed it, let's say I have my answers, they're good to go. I click close, and then there's a button up here that says turn in, and you just turn it in. Yeah, I think that should be pretty easy peasy, but remember, stay on top of that work, my friends. I do have office hours tomorrow, I believe at 10 in the morning, so 10 to 10:30, and then also 1 to 1:30. So please use your time wisely. I would love for everybody to be, everyone starts with an A. I'd love to keep it there for you. So I'll see you soon. Message me if you have questions. Bye.